Iran unleashed missile and drone fury all across the Middle East in retaliation to Israeli-US attack on the country. The Iran military has been targeting US military installations and allied nations since yesterday, and the intensity is only surging. Some of the missiles and drones managed to inflict damage to US bases and to civilian infrastructure in the Gulf states. Questions are now being raised at the effectiveness of US-made defense shield, the Patriots. The multi-billion-dollar air defense system has been unable to ward off Iranian assault, at least partially. The most chilling attack came in Bahrain, the HQ of U.S. Navy's Fifth Fleet and CENTCOM office. It highlighted gaps in air defenses, sending shockwaves in Washington and its allies in the region. BBC reported that over the past few weeks, the U.S. is reported to have flown out additional air defense systems to the region, including sophisticated THAAD and Patriot systems, which can shoot down ballistic missiles. The U.S. Navy has also deployed around a dozen Arleigh Burke-class destroyers to the Gulf and the Eastern Mediterranean. These air defense destroyers can also shoot down drones and ballistic missiles. But the significant capabilities are unlikely to be enough to prevent Iran from successfully striking some targets. Despite advanced protection, a low-cost Iranian Shahed drone breached Patriot air defenses and hit American military installation at Bahrain International Airport. The reliability of the Patriot system has long been in serious question. Even Iran's attack on June 23, 2025, at Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar proved its capability to strike a U.S. base in the region. The U.S. military, though, intercepted all the missiles, but according to Military Watch magazine, the Iranian missiles destroyed radome housing the Modernization Enterprise Communications Suite at Al Udeid Air Base. Also, during the 12-day war between Iran and Israel in June last year, the U.S. Armed Forces confirmed to have fallen to just 25% of the volume deemed necessary by the Pentagon. Reports said it is unlikely the U.S. has sufficient numbers of Patriots to protect all its military bases and interests it has in the Middle East. Iran still probably had an arsenal of around 2,000 short-range of ballistic missiles. It has many more one-way attack drones. Tom Sharp, a former Royal Navy commander, said, "If the Iranians unleash everything, go hard and fast, if the regime feels threatened, then eventually the U.S. will run out of THAAD and Patriot interceptors." Sharp also said that Iran's drones and missile capabilities are massively dispersed. The intensified Iranian attacks are exposing the limits of even the most sophisticated air defense systems of the United States. The U.S. has poured billions into missile defense, but the battlefield is revealing a different picture. Low-cost drones, mass-produced missiles, and saturation attacks are challenging systems once seen as nearly impenetrable. Iran continues to demonstrate its reach. A dangerous question now hangs that if Patriot systems cannot stop the missiles, what can?
The first visuals are now surfacing online, raw, chaotic, and chilling, allegedly showing an Iranian drone strike on the largest U.S. naval base in the Middle East. In the footage, what appears to be a Shahed 136 attack drone cuts through the sky, striking near the headquarters of the U.S. Navy's Fifth Fleet in Bahrain. Explosions erupt, black smoke spirals upward, and the scale of the attack is unmistakable. While the authenticity of the video has not yet been independently verified, the images alone underscore the intensity of the confrontation. Earlier, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, the powerful Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, claimed it delivered a direct and punishing blow to the United States at sea. In a sharply worded statement, the IRGC said its naval forces fired missiles that severely struck a U.S. military Sealift Command combat support vessel operating in regional waters.
Oh shit! Oh!
Tehran framed the strike as part of an expanding retaliation against what it calls a massive joint assault carried out by Washington and Israel, a stark warning that the confrontation is escalating and far from over. The battlefield is spreading. Iranian forces also claim they struck a U.S. naval base in Bahrain, extending the conflict from open waters to one of the most strategically sensitive military hubs in the Gulf. Video circulating online shows massive plumes of black smoke rising near the Fifth Fleet headquarters in Manama, a city suddenly under fire, its skyline scarred by explosions. The full extent of the damage remains unknown, and Washington has yet to issue official confirmation. But the symbolism is clear. The United States' regional command structure itself has been targeted, and the stakes could not be higher. And yet, the most dramatic development may be Iran's assertion that it directly hit an American naval support vessel. If verified, it would mark one of the most serious strikes on U.S. naval assets in years, a bold escalation at sea with far-reaching consequences. With drones patrolling the skies, missiles streaking across regional waters, and critical U.S. installations under threat, the confrontation has entered uncharted territory. Every passing hour magnifies the risk of further escalation, pushing the region closer to a flashpoint that could ignite a far broader conflict. The world is watching as the Gulf becomes a tinderbox where a single misstep could ignite a chain reaction with global repercussions.